Hello everybody and welcome to the second session of my new gameplay series for Avorion. We are going to go through the pain of upgrading our newbie ship here. Let's see. Repairs. Did we suffer any permanent damage? Don't think so. You need iron and titanium. Wait a sec. Okay, looks like last time I took a bit more damage than I thought. How was that again? I know that you were able to repair your ships quite easily as well. Well, we're going to sell off our stuff and then, let's see. Maybe the shipyard was providing that. I only can remember that there was a service repairing your ship cheaper than usual. Okay, so we're going to sell the point defense cannon, the engine booster, some of these things. And let's see what we can buy ourselves. Well, titanium quality chain gun. Let's take that. I'm not gonna buy anything else there. So, I didn't have any extra turret slots left the last time, but we're going to replace one of these suckers there. So DPS 19, DPS 18, DPS 18, DPS 18. How much DPS does that thing have? Only 10. The hell? Ah, it's more about burst DPS, so I bought a crappy weapon. Great. Whoopsie. Now that's how it goes. Should have went there. So, repair dock. Sounds like what I'm looking for. So autopilot ain't that bad. We're cruising here with a pretty okay speed of 1,800 meters per second. So it seems like I took more damage in the last fight than I thought. Which is kind of sad, because we didn't really get that much out of this fight to upgrade ourselves properly, but, well, we'll be getting there. So, autopilot drained my battery entirely. Okay. I think the autopilot behavior has changed. Hi, Kichi, hi there. Oh, well, that ship's looking like a piece of crap still, so... I appreciate your kind words, but, I'm a poor man. I need to... I need to get myself better there. Okay, here. So iron and titanium, very low amounts. But still, we seem to have really not enough titanium to get the job done. So here, let's go for the cool stuff. We're just going to swap over to the other ship and mine out some more titanium. What I really like about this game, you have that much agency, and you can just swap between ships and the like. Now you are going to see the real deal. The abomination that I'm sailing here. But I learned one thing yesterday. This ship was mainly so crappy because I forgot to install inertia dampeners, so let's change that. There we go. The space brick now has some inertia dampeners. So, let's see. I could go on over there and mine some roids. It's a tad bit dangerous, but you know what? I don't have... No, forget it. I don't have pilots yet. If I had already a captain, I would have just sent my other ship over to the Roid Belt, and I would have done a nice little duo mining ops there, but... Well, let's see. There's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Inertia dampeners. So, if you were watching the first part of this video, this ship was so crappy because I forgot the inertia dampeners. Well, don't worry about things looking bad. Designing well-looking ships in this game is extremely hard. It's one of the hardest things that I've tried to in my life. I can load up at some point the server or the galaxy I played with my wife. I have some. Then you can see what I built in my prime. Alrighty. Oh, I see another titanium roid back there. Wonderful. Ah, good stuff. So now we don't need to worry that much about it anymore. Awesome. Okay, that one's a smaller one, I guess. Okay. So, let's keep it like that for now. Jadel, hi there. Good morning. If you say good morning, for me it's good afternoon, but I say good morning to you. Happy to have you here. Hope you're enjoying your time. Okay, so back to the combat ship. So, defeat the pirates in sector whatnot. So here, this sector. Mission Pirate Raid. Okay. I don't feel ready for Mission Pirate Raid at this point. Let's see. Can I install another... here, combat turret subsystem. There we go. So let's install that permanently. Is my energy budget still okay with that? Ish. I would prefer to have a bigger generator on top of that, but whatever, we can't change that. So, well, I wasn't too happy with the chain gun in the first place, but it'll have to do. Hey, and we're out of gunners. Are we really out of gunners, or... yeah, looks like we're really out of gunners this time. So... at least the maneuverability of the ship ain't that horrible. Oh, Cataclysm. Good thing that you mentioned it. I am, let's say, that close to starting on up something new there. I'm just waiting for some other project to be finished. Or something like that. And then I'm going to stream some more Cataclysm again. Because I'm hungry for the Cataclysm again. So... we're going to see more of that soon as well. Because I really love that game. Just need a bit of a break there. Let's see what we'll find there. I hope some small-scale pirate fight will be up there for me. That would be really cool. Not another pirate mothership or something really awful there. So, bandits, 5 of them. We have a meeting here. Okay. So the first thing that I want to do here is I want to enter coordinates into my computer. That's a pretty nice trick if you have to if you have to bail out. Already have a route available for your escape. So you just have to move yourself towards there. So, feel like I'm melting a bit. But so are my enemies, so... Let's see. 6 kilometers. 49 Omicron. No, 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 no. Too much. We're not going to be able to take that. If you check out my own ship here, oh well, I'm rolling here 85 Omicron. Okay, I'm not that weak, but I realized that my armor was melting way too fast for feeling comfy with that. So we've looted a little bit of stuff there. I think those two modules came from there. So let's cruise on over to the repair dock. I feel like this ship just needs more hull. So we're going to slap in a bit more generator. RimWorld, yeah, RimWorld is on the plate too. Problem with RimWorld was just that RimWorld had extremely bad audience interactions. Can't sugarcoat it. Very low audience all the time, and stupid economic pressure, you know. As much as I like to play RimWorld, it doesn't happen. It doesn't help if you are constantly feeling like you get triple your earnings when you play something else. Well, don't want to mutter about that. Just wanted to let you know how it came to less RimWorld in general. So let's see. Going to talk with these guys. And we're going to check on out from a distance if they have anything I want to have. Yes, I want that double chain gun turret, but I can't afford it. Damn it. Oh, man. This would be pretty OP. I mean, I could sell off all my stuff here, but I won't. We are going to go for... tad bit more generator. There we go. And then we're going to slap on... Ah, well, let's use armor for once. Just a bit. Usually I don't take armor because it's in my usual builds simply not necessary anymore to run armor. Because usually I don't have the these problems to have not enough of not having enough material to work with. Yeah, these are usually no problems of mine. So, well, do I want to take that once more? No, I want to try out the quest that I have there. Oh, here. So I got me some more HP there, which will hopefully help. Oh, let's jump on a green blip. So. There. So what kind of gameplay in RimWorld would you like to see again, Aikichi? If you had a free wish on what you'd like to see me play. Always like to hear some opinions, you know. So, here's a resource depot. That's nice. Flying Kleenex box. Yeah, that's a good comparison. You only get the best ship designs here at my place, don't you worry. Alrighty, so... one day we're going to have auto turrets. That day ain't today. melting a bit myself, but not as terrible as before. Kaboom. Alright. Let's pick up that fella. My ship's turning painfully slow by now. But, well... that's the price we pay for tankiness. Okay. There's a bunch of dudes warping on in on me. So... I already took some damage, but I'm pretty, feeling like, we should be okay here. So, burst dude down. Alright, so... another trio, okay. But I mean... I'm not entirely sure if I want to duck out on that right now, or just keep going. Oh no. That's really bad. So, guy dropped the turret. Thing here is with the damage is you really have to be careful, because you can lose vital blocks, and if you've lost too many vital blocks, you're not going to be able to jump out anymore. So it's not like your ship will perform perfectly anymore. Basically, the lower your HP get, the higher the chance that something important has been blown off from your ship. But we cleared the sector. We're good this time. So, the Cthulhu thing. Part of HUD is hidden during combat. What? What kind of HUD is hidden during combat? I'm not quite getting what you're saying there, Void, sorry. FOV slider? Field of vision slider? Sorry. Feeling a little bit dummier right now, but, care to explain? The Cthulhu thingy. Well, I never played the Cthulhu, mod pack in RimWorld. Nice pointer. Or, well, I did feature it a little bit there in my RimWorld of Magic thingies, but, not for real. Okay, so, let's see. I want some repair doc to, fix me up again. There we go. Water collectors, resource stations. Sadly not rich enough yet to just repair stuff where I am at. Because I can't just... I could just repair it at on site, so to say, but that's pretty costly, and I'm no rich kid yet. Oh yeah, but let's check this out. We already have another new gun here to equip. There we go. So 105 Omicron. Start to get there. So for the next upgrade, probably Probably a couple of extra thrusters and a bit more extra armor. Is there a limit on how big you can build your ship? Yes. You see up there is your processing power. Every part you build into your ship eats up a little bit of processing power. If you ever go over that processing power, you are not going to be able to put up more blocks on that. It's basically the thing. And the total amount of processing power you can fit into one ship is increasing over the course of the time. You basically get upgrades whenever you reach new material thresholds. So right now, I am not using the entirety of the capacity of my ship. The cool thing is, the larger your ship, the more subsystem slots you gain. So it is actually worth it to build at least as large until you have unlocked the last of your available subsystem slots. So, your repair dock. I just saw a titanium roid right next to me. But I'm in the wrong ship for that. I mean, basically, nothing stops you from installing mining lasers into your combat ship, but I'd highly suggest or highly recommend you not to, because it's just not worth it. Just remember that I don't need to. Oh, repair cost free. Wonderful. You can also just pay with creds. So, let's see. We're going to be looking for what now? There's lots of unknown energy signatures in that direction. So, let's check out the equipment dock. What do you guys have for sale there? A double bolter turret. Oh. I need more loot first, so let's keep looting. I'm quite happy with the shipware so far. The armor really added in some bulk. You really noticed that. Ship's way more sluggish now than before. But, well, I see it. It's turning really slowly now. So let's see. Luckily, you can slap in most things still out there in the in space, you know. Oh, whoopsie. And if I learned anything about mobility, then it's more thrusters are always your friend. Although gyros are, I think, even better than thrusters, but thrusters have that nice ability to be jacks of all trades. They buff your deceleration, they buff your mobility, they are really good in performing very specialized jobs. Okay. Loading screen's quite long. Renee there. Happy to see you. Damn long loading screen. I bet we're in a sector with tons of containers. It's usually the case when it loads that long. I hate that. They haven't optimized that still. There are sometimes sectors that are filled with, well, I'm going to show you. With these, you see those grids of containers out there? And I don't know why the devs are sticking to that decision, Yeah, that's only if you happen to crash into a sector that's made up like that, where you have all these space containers. I really don't know if I'd be noticing that stuff like that doesn't work. I'd be not using it, you know. To me, if a design fails like that, just stop doing it, you know. So here you can shoot those loot boxes, but I'd be strongly recommending you to bring what are they called again? Salvage lasers if you want to do so. But it's barely worth it. Barely. Sometimes there's one container inside these grids that you can actually open, kind of a chest, kind of a loot chest, but you need to have some upgrades to detect them. Ah, yeah, the tutorial. I vaguely remember it. So here, there's a hidden mass signature. So what's really important for now is also for us to get accustomed to our neighborhood here. Because the best thing we can hope for now is hunting the local pirates until we have enough funding to boost up that ship here. And once that ship's boosted up enough, we're going to boost up our mining ship so we can slowly progress into the next zone. But for now, the start feels a little bit harder than the last time. I had way less trouble getting big credits in the last time I was starting the game out. The last time I was starting the game out, I had also way more pirate invaders in the peaceful sectors. So it was way easier to bank out of that. Oh boy, but that's a nice area here. 3,000 droids. Should definitely consider bringing my mining ship over here if I want to cash in a bit. There's a lot of stuff that we can grab there. But I'm not going to do that manually. No. We're going to wait until I can afford a captain. So we have here two sectors with a lot of droids right next to each other. It's pretty sexy. So let's keep that in mind for later. For now, we're just looking for more pirates. I mean, I know of one sector where I can find some, but let's jump on that green blip. Like I mentioned, it's really important that you learn your neighbor, that you scout out your neighborhood. Later, I'm going to do the scouting automated as well, but right now, I can't afford any captains, and when you can't afford captains, you have to do everything manually. It's going to be one amazing step forward once I have the money to automate my mining ship. That's going to be a huge thing for us. So, what do we have here? Nothing I want to have, actually. I'm still looking for attractive spots to hang out at. Like something with a repair depot and some exploration blips in the vicinity. That would be really great. But, well. Doesn't seem like there's much here, but there's a repair dock here. Okay, that's just the sexiness that I was talking about. Let's go. Later, repair docks won't be that important for us anymore, but right now they are just very, very big. So I really, really hope that we're going to get some pirates now. Hey Joe, should ask a friendly NPC where your capital sector is. So this is also just a roid build. Lucky. So, them pirates are really not that aggressive today. So here we have scrapyard. Okay. Knowing where a scrapyard is ain't bad either. Scrapyards attract interesting captain characters. The captains you need for good salvaging ships are usually found here. Surprise, isn't it? Oh dear, I didn't think that we'd be having so much trouble finding something to shoot. So, trading post. Okay. Another chance to find something nasty. Well, I don't know what it is between me and Skyrim, Aikachi, but I never got into any game of the, oh, a shipyard, dang it, of Bethesda deeper. I don't know why, but the gameplay just always bores me when it comes down to Bethesda things. Huh, there's a treasure there. But I'm not going to fight against a pirate shipyard at this point. Something about the way that Bethesda games handle character development and questing makes the games feel very bland to me. And I tried them all out at some point. I tried out Skyrim and I put it away after like 5 hours because I felt like, okay, all those quests give me rewards that I don't want. So I'm doing this entirely for the stories. No thanks, I'm going to play a classic RPG then. See ya. I don't know why, but that's just, maybe I'm a little bit unfair to the game. I guess I am. Usually that's, usually I'm in a specific mood where I can't pick up games like that whenever that happens to me, but that has happened to me quite surprisingly often with Bethesda titles, so I really don't know what's the matter with that, but that's the story between me and Skyrim. So, looks like we finally found a neat little fight with those pirates. Never liked Bethesda games. See, you're like me. Don't know what they do to games, but alrighty. Quality Quadra Bolter. Now that sounds like something that I would like to have. So this guy comes with a yellow little blip. Don't know if that is trying to tell me that he's more dangerous or that it's worth shooting him. I only know that he has 49 Omicron, which is half of my shooting power. So there we go. Yeah, my ship ain't resilient enough for what I'm doing here. Always getting chunked way too hard here. For my taste. So... if they have that fighter symbol on them, you're gonna hate them later once you have carriers, but for the time being they are the enemies that you should aim at second. Because these guys, as you see here, 3.3 Omicron, he has very, very low firepower. They are point defense ships made to defeat fighters and missiles. So if you like to run missiles, I don't. They are also worth taking out first. Alrighty, sector cleared. Ionized chain gun, exotic. Electric chain gun, exceptional. That's what I've been looking for. That's the loot that I needed. So, these weapons are 49.5 DPS, 43 DPS, compared to the 18 DPS that I got before. This is why stuff was problematic before. So, let's get rid of these 18 DPS guns. Slap on the real deal. So we're going to put up a bolt or two, or do we? Well, thing here is bolters have entirely different range categories. So they are range-wise, they fire further, but they also have a lot of different characteristics. So let's see. Chorus. Oh yeah, yeah. I already looked at that, but man, it's so costly. And it's one of those games where I gotta say, I sadly won't find the time for that. Why? Because it ain't worth for me streaming it, because all the it's a market taken by bigger content creators than me. Oh my god. And apart from my streaming time, I don't find that much time playing for myself. So, you get the idea. But Chorus definitely looked like a really cool game. So, that was a very, very lucrative fight there. Took a lot of damage from these guys, sure, but the weapons I found now are really kicking me up quite a notch. Oh wow, just when I thought I have time to look at my stuff there. Okay, repair dock, here I come. So, alright. That's a very, very, very weird item, Joe. So it's basically a lag cannon. Awesome. Alrighty, so... Space Engineers. I never played Space Engineers. I tried to get into it, but I somehow got stuck with the user interface, and then I dropped the ball. My goodness, why is it so darn costly to repair my ship here? Are you guys kidding me? So, fine. I'm leaving my ship here parked, and we're going to go on over to the Icon 1 and grind us some money to repair the other ship. I mean, basically, your engineers are repairing your ship over time, and there's actually not much you need to do about that, but I prefer to repair my ships faster, so they get back into action faster than to. Anywho, we're just going to do two things here. For one, I'm going to check on out where's the resource depot. So we're going to fly on over there and gather whatever is gatherable on the way there. Beginning phase of the game is quite grindy and all, but it does get better. So, Cold Dead Witch Eye there. So happy to hear that. There are way better things in life to do than working, so I think you did a great job in picking up some vacay to have some fun. Seriously. And I really don't mind being the person to blame for that. I like to be the villain of the piece, so... Oh dear! We don't have any asteroids here in the vicinity. Oh, here. There's a bit of iron. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to sell that iron here. So, pretty much all of the iron. And then we're going to carve out a bit more of that. And I mean, the big benefit behind that is my other ship should be repaired while I'm AFKing here. As far as I saw, there were no blocks destroyed or anything. That usually should be fixable by time, but I don't know. Here we go. At least the mining stick is working out nicely by now. So let's see. I'm actually considering to upgrade that ship with a pilot. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to grind out some roids there. Sell off some minerals off of that. Hire a captain. And automate that thing to make money for me. Hey, Alpha Dash. Hi there. Happy to see you. So, at least the roids are melting quite fast by now. With some luck, we're going to find some fancy mining lasers too. There a limit how many turrets you can have. It's totally dependent on the amount of turrets that your subsystems give you. Basically, there is a limit because there is a hard-coded limit of subsystem slots that you can't have. At some point, there's just the end, and you know, there's also a limit on how many turret slots one module can give you. So I don't know the exact number of turrets, but a average number for a late game ship of turrets is around 30 to 40. So I mean, it all depends on your design. There are also larger turrets that require more slots, so you end up with less turrets in total, but larger turrets with more oomph behind it. There's a lot of options, and therefore I hope that answers your question. So, next thing that I want to do before I hire anything or anybody, I want to check on out what happened to my other ship. Yeah, there's, you can do quite a lot with your ships there. And staffing them out is quite a chore, in a good way. In a good way. I don't want to make it sound bad there. So let's see, repairing is now already a lot less money, as you see there. So I'm going to go for a short break. Back, refill my cup of tea, see the restroom. Catch you guys in a minute. So there we are back. So the depot says you need to dock. Well, you are only docked if this looks like here at my place. As long as there's something like a distance between you and that, doesn't work. You have to be on that. And look for these poles there, and you need to fly straight to them. Once you got behind it, though, you're never going to ask yourself again how that worked. Don't worry. So we are going to do what? Well, repairing that ship doesn't feel like it's worth it. So let's get on back to the Icon 1 and grind out a little bit more money. Because looking at it that I get all those repairs for free, I'm going to just squeeze out a bit more money out of that sector here. And then hopefully get some automation on that miner. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff to be done before I can truly say that I'm happy with what I'm doing here, but we're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Ooh, there's another iron droid. But so far, it is quite cool, I think, that you are able to hop into another ship while you're waiting for that ship to be repaired and doing something else then in the meantime. Avorion offers you a lot of these things. And you can pretty much choose for yourself which part of the game you like to play manually the most and automate the rest mostly. Even combat automation ain't that horrible, although I think a human always churns out a bit more DPS and is just altogether faster in the decisions. But I mean, you see how those AI ships are chunking me. Basically, you are transforming your own ships into exactly those something like those AI ships. So let's sell the iron we got and see how far that'll get me. You see, there you can't even dock on these without the tractor beam, but that's a pretty hard thing. Rarely do that myself. Usually I use the tractor beam because there's one fun thing about the tractor beam. It doesn't matter how fast you are flying towards the station, the tractor beam decelerates you down. So, let's see. These guys have no captains whatsoever? Kidding me? I mean, yeah, okay. There are no captains in the system. Sure. Let's see. Looking for a system which has mines, preferably. If you can. Well, okay. Let's just fly on over there and see if they have captain there for me. I didn't expect to have a captainless system here. So, no class captain, mining captain. Here we go. I am not able to afford him. So if I remember correctly, the no class captains are at 70,000 bucks. Okay, well. Did this system also have a resource depot? Yes, so. Star Valor? Nope. I am hearing that title literally for the first time today. Thank you for that, Void. Hope I can keep that in my brain after this stream. So, if you want to do me a favor, you post that title onto the comment section after this video is over. Because I have that slight feeling that I might be forgetting about that recommendation. I think I heard the title, but don't think that I checked it out. I miss games like Privateer. Yeah, sure, you can also post on the Discord. I miss games like Privateer. I don't know if you guys remember these. Those were spin-offs of the old Wing Commander games. Basically, Privateer was the attempt to create a sandbox space exploration game inside the Wing Commander universe. I totally loved it. Played the hell out of these games. Both the first and the second part were amazing. The second part even had real videos, like that was pretty on vogue way back when. Games like Command and Conquer. Freelancer fan here. Freelancer. That rings a bell. Just don't know which one anymore. It's been quite a modern title, wasn't it? So I have 1,000 iron ore on me. That's not quite enough. I want that mining captain quite badly, because that'll be exactly the solution to my problems. So, let's see. I do own a lot of subsystem loot, so let's get on over to the Icon 2 and sell a bit of that stuff there. Alright. Well, I've been trying to get into Star Sector a while ago, which has been a pretty hard time for me as well. But somehow Star Sector looks like a really great game. Just need to get into it. So I'm definitely going to check out how Star Valor looks like. I feel like I have seen that title on Steam, but I don't know why it didn't catch my further attention. Cannot tell you. Because I'm actually a sucker for sandbox space games. The only reason why I didn't go for X4... oh, it's new and trending. The only reason why I didn't dive deeper into X4 is a similar reason like usual. Like I often say, it's too mainstream, and so it's hard for me to cover that on my channel. And it's hard to get into as well. So I chose Avorion. So I'll pretend like I didn't hear that. So I got a new mining laser. I'll keep that one. And let's see. These items were worth more in the past. Exploit injector. Can hack containers up to security 1. Okay. So 123k. That's all I took. Jota, hi there. So happy to see you. Alrighty, so now we should be able to hire that mining captain. Where's the station? There's the station. Okay. But well-made space sandbox games are quite a rare thing. I wanted to love EVE Online so much, but it's a toxic cesspool of PvP gone wrong. And then there's Star Citizen, which is basically only interested in you if you are a whale with a big fat wallet. And between that, there aren't too many great games. Outer Wilds, that's, yeah, I've seen that one. It's a game, like, I would have played that if I wouldn't be constantly out of time and out of money. So, mining. Reckless, stealthy, harmless. Okay. The big benefit of mining captains is you gain extra turret slots, and he's highlighting hidden ores for you, per se, which is really awesome. Downside is he requires a salary, so we'll have to work with that guy to make him to make it worth there. So I see you hired a captain. Okay, Theo. Press B and get going. If you are sitting in a ship, you have to press first T and leave your ship, and then press B to get in there. T is the hotkey to either enter a ship or leave the entity you are sitting in right there if you have nothing selected at the very moment. No problem, no problem. There's really a lot going on with the controls of this game. So we have now gained unarmed turret slots, and if I remember correctly, I have 2 more mining lasers at my disposal, so let's use them. So, here we go. So we're going to slap in a captain into our combat ship at some point in the near future as well. Same reasons there. It just makes the ship better. Even if you are flying it yourself, you gain bonuses from the captain. So... yeah, I know what you're meaning. If you are very busy, you're always happy to have your next gaming time. It even works for me, even though I made gaming to my main profession. There are a couple of games I play in my private time, and I am always still looking forward to these, just like I was before. Let's send the Icon 1 on a mission. So let's go mining, and you go mining in the vicinity here. So duration for 1 hour. Let's go safe mode to lower the ambush probability. And, well... and you go give me the immediate delivery, thank you. So there we go, boom. The Icon 1 is now busy providing stuff for me. And that's why I wanted the captain so badly. Okay. Let's see. I still have a bit of money on me. And I want to... let's see. These were not contributing many whole points. Ugh. Well. Here we go. Slabs of armor. Make me more tanky. Hey, Joe, hi there. So happy to see you. How's life? You can build your own turrets at a turret factory, by the way. This is one of the most amazing features of the game. This is also why, when you're going crazy, because you're going to realize that you're going to need all manner of industrial parts to make that happen. Ah, great. So, we have another big asteroid field there. Let's keep jumping on those mass signatures. Probably should check out the surprise that Theo has for me. Oh, come on. Nothing of interest here? Jeez. I'm lucky. So, this is one... This is more like a sandboxier version of X3, of X4. I always like to call this Space Lego, because you are basically able to build everything out of bricks like you wanted to. It's a bit like, more like Minecraft meets X4. Because you are basically mining out these metals, and then you are free to build your ships as you see fit. You have pretty much a freedom of design there, and it's pretty fun. Well, I love good 4X games, but there are so few nowadays of these. The big problem, in my humble opinion, with all the 4X games nowadays is their combat sucks. They have the most 4X games nowadays have transformed into weird auto battlers, where you are just setting up your armies, and then you're hoping that they're beating the enemy to pulp. You're basically scripting them, and you're almost not controlling them manually. And the 4X games that I love to play, well, like Master of Magic, Master of Orion, they had a lot of player agency when it came down to combat. And yeah, the combat is boring for a lot of 4X games nowadays. Can't change that. And good combat is what makes a game exciting, in my humble opinion. And in the beginning, titanium is necessary for your batteries, for your energy generator, and your integrity field generator. Apart from that, you're not going to use titanium for much early on, because it's just too damn costly to work with it. Speaking about which, this ship needs a stronger generator again. So we're going to fly back, because the closer I get to the center, the more dangerous the fights will become. And we already saw how I got ripped to pieces there, and let's be a bit more careful about that. And I'm vaguely planning to go down towards the rendezvous point there. Oh, search and rescue. Where? Oh, it's all the way back there. Nah. Wrong direction, sadly. Yeah, that's true, Void. Like, Eve and Star Citizen, they were appealing and interesting projects, for sure. But, well, there have been just too many things which gone wrong with those games. Especially Eve is, it's such a tragedy that the devs were so unwilling to make the game less toxic. Like, Eve drowned in its own toxicity, so to say. There's literally no solidarity or player cohesion whatsoever, and it's like people are like, haha, that's human nature, you see? But it's more like, no, it's crappy gameplay sporting that kind of behavior. They are always trying to sugarcoat it as freedom of player behavior and the like. But, you know, I call BS on that. If you see experienced players just griefing the hell out of newbies, that just sucks, you know. Eve has so many areas where newbies just get bullied, and if you get into the PvP area of Eve, there's bajillions of hyenas waiting for you to rip you into pieces and make sure that you never enjoy PvP. until you have joined another pack of hyenas. Yeah, a good space MMO, that would be really awesome. Although I have kind of like lost the faith in the whole MMO genre. Because I gotta admit, because, well, I don't know. Basically, all the classic MMOs have turned into something I don't like to play, because a lot of these players, a lot of these games have zero respect for my time. Like, the typical MMORPG wants you to play it permanently, 24/7, and nothing else. You shall have no other god than your MMORPG. And that alone is a really, really problematic thing, because, you know, time is the only resource I cannot buy in a shop, or I cannot get more of that. And I find that a pretty douchey move to begin with, if a game doesn't respect your time. So, you guys saw how I ripped that guy to pieces now? That's the new guns we got. So, there we go. Oh, God. That ship is turning like it's made out of, I don't know what. Iron, I guess. But on the good side, those new chain turrets are totally ripping these guys apart. So I am now able to deal with way larger amounts of enemies. Alrighty. So there's the next big chunk of baddies incoming. So that's why I notched up my HP by a couple of thousand extra. Alright. Let's speed out a bit. I'm a bit too much in the crossfire here. So, here we go. I feel like the enemy AI has become better. They're doing way better at fighting as a pack. And it's way more dangerous than ever before for me to just fly into them head on. Yeah, we're taking too much damage here. I need to get out of there. Let's get on out for a moment, and there we go. See you there, Joe. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, well, the problem there is you summarized it pretty well, Avoid. Avoid. The problem is a lot of these games don't feel like fun anymore. They feel like a alternate job, you know. And while I don't mind games being demanding and you know, things being complicated, taking their time and all, but you know, I tried to play Lost Ark. Lost Ark is one of the biggest nightmares that have been ever cast on the on computer on PC players ever. It's like the worst that I've ever played, because legit only exists because there are a couple of people willing to invest so much money into it that they can pretend to let it run free to play. But as a matter of fact, Lost Ark is a game that doesn't let you loot like you want to. It's totally infested with bots, and it also tells you how often you are allowed to make a dungeon run per day and per week, and there's nothing you get to do which your great Korean overlords are not going to allow you in this game. And it literally feels like the most confined and claustrophobic experience that I ever had. You are trapped in a world that looks free, but there's literally nothing you can do with that freedom because everything is gated. You want to kill monsters? Fine, you can, but you don't get any loot. You want to do quests? Fine, you can, but you don't get anything of interest. The stuff that you're interested in, you're only getting a few scraps of that per week. Deal with that. You are not going to progress faster unless, guess what? You open your wallet, and that's just embarrassing game design. That's not a game. That's just about getting me frustrated enough to pay them. Sucks. Just sucks. It's the worst that I ever tried. I really didn't think it would be that bad, but it was even worse. Terrible. I really tried to like it. I really spent also quite a lot of time on that game. I think I spent a total of 100 hours or so, and but nope, it's just boring. And the entirety of the gameplay of Lost Ark was supposed to be centered around dancing around some bosses and memorizing their patterns. And yeah, that's just like you said. It's like doing homework to be allowed to play in the game, and that sucks. So I really don't know what the big innovation for MMORPGs could be, but I only know one thing for sure. They do need some innovation, because as of now, I don't want to touch a MMORPG, no matter how promising it might look like. Yeah, there's nothing worse nowadays than a free-to-play game. If they say it's free-to-play, be aware of the fact that it's most likely more costly than anything you could buy on the market right now. There is no free game. The only free game I know of is League of Legends, and and not even that game is really free, because you're basically funneled into buying skins at some point. But they have one of the most fair and legit free-to-play concepts out there. So, Commandeer is by now quite dangerous. I hope this is going to be the last wave, because I'm not too confident of my ability to tank these guys that much longer. As you see here, we're already down to 50% of our armor. But with some luck, it's been the last of them. Please tell me. Nope, there's another wave incoming, and they even come with torpedoes, so... Oh gosh, how annoying. So if you ever run into situations like these, this is the best we can do. Oh gosh, that's really sad. Well, the problem there is, Cakes. This sounds like a great thing as long as the devs behind that are willing to moderate that and make sure that the players are not griefing the fun out of the game. Yeah, I hear you, Void. There's a handful of good games, free-to-play games, which are just so good that the people are actually willing to spend money for skins and the like, because they're like, yeah, come on, I'll donate some money to look fancy, but I don't need it to play the game. Those are the best ones. Those are really the best ones. Big task for the devs, yeah, that's true. That's true. But, I feel like there's no other way than, making sure that your players are behaving the way that the game stays fun, then keeping an eye out on the whole server and make sure the server works out swimmingly, you know? I don't see any other option. So my ship here is damn battered up, and I don't have the money to repair it, sadly. So we're going to fly on over to the equipment dock, sell off some stuff, fly back to the other thing. I hate the early game right now a bit. Exactly, Void, exactly. Lately, I have paid like around 30 US dollar to the guy who made NGU Idle. I'm a big fan of idle games, you know. And if somebody managed to make a game, a idle game that captivates me hundreds of hours, I'm willing to pay money for that. It's that easy. The devs nowadays should really learn to rely more on the fact to make an excellent product, because excellent products convince us to spend money. That's all we need. So, let's see. Scanner booster. Wow, nice. 12 grand. Point defense cannon. It's a bit of a shame to sell that away because they are usually pretty cool items, but, well, what can I say? I need the money. And, it is worth it because the moment I crack open the, those guys on the other sector there's a lot of loot still lying around over in the other sector. I saw rare loot, exotic loot, so there's a good chance that we get out more money than we are spending here. But it's clearly visible that we are taking damage too quickly, and I'm not repairing it fast enough, or I don't have the resource to repair myself. But the early game of Avorion is pretty hard on you, and that's just normal difficulty. So, battery empty. My ship also needs more battery charge, do you know? Well, good idle games are hard to make, Jota. If you ever want some inspiration, let me know. I'm wasting way more time with these games than I like to admit. So, here we go. Now we have it. Credits and materials. We're running out of titanium to repair with. And if we'd only be repairing with creds alone, my god. Anywho, one more fight. This should be the last wave after that. We can have a good conversation about idle games. So I see so much positive reception from you guys that I'm really considering to put some of that stuff on the stream. I was thinking to come back to Twitch streaming actually in the just chatting category, because I feel like idle games are exactly what's fitting into the just chatting category, you know? I don't know. Just a couple of ideas that I had. So here, torpedoes. You can manually shoot those suckers, so it's well worth it. So let's get on in and hurt those guys. So, go. First Marauder down. Let's see if we can't get the next guy. So. Next guy down. Let's do a little bit of a turn here. I'll take you. So as you see here, we're melting quite hard. And the biggest problem for my ship right now is really the damn bad mobility, as you see there. Oh, come on, you. I hate it when they dance around with almost no HP in front of me, juking me like that. Alright. So you're next. And you're the last. So I even lost some block here this time. But sector cleared. That's good. Whew, that's been a hot fight. But as far as I can see, there has been also quite a lot of good loot there. So let's see. There's some white bits and bobs flying around. So another laser, and there's some blue stuff flying around. The looting in this game is probably the worst part. Don't know why they why the devs didn't improve on that, but it is as it is. So, let's see. There's something rare up there, but I think it's a torpedo drop. Because I feel as if I have been flying past that thing already. Yeah, sad. Basic trading subsystem. At least something we can sell there. Okay, let's see. Is there actually... Or how is it called again? Turret base, torpedo storage. Here we go. So we're going to create one on the fly. You cannot edit a damaged ship. Repair it first, okay. So let's discard the trash blocks and see if we can do it like that then. Okay, that works. If you're wondering why I'm doing that, I'm just so massively broke the whole time that I don't like the idea of not looting these. As you see there. I don't need to use them, but I want to sell them. Yeah, you can transfer crew from one ship to another. No biggie. It's easy. Okay, so we got ourselves some stuff there. Let's get on back into the builder thing there. Restock those thrusters we lost. There we go. Oof, what a hard fight, but Star Ruler. No, well, I feel like I heard that name, but I certainly didn't play it. If I would have played it, I would know the name better. Well, you're very welcome to use the Discord voice chats for that, Void. So in case you guys are wondering, I have a we have a nice Discord community running there. Do you ever use salvage beams on the Rex? Hell yeah. It's extremely it pays off extremely well. And considering the cash problems we have all the time, I'm actually considering to build a scrapper ship rather sooner than later, because this would give me something nice to do in the time while we're waiting for the ships to be repaired. Because nobody wants to do mining that badly, but salvaging ships is actually quite a lot of fun. Or at least for me it is, and I can showcase it a bit. So, let's see, what did we find here? Why can't I sell those missiles? Do I really need to go to a missile dock there? Dang it. Precise shooter. I'm going to sell away this thing, not the chain guns though, because I like the idea of running my ship with chain guns. I'm also going to keep the mining laser here. The trade system can go. Turret control subsystems, well, I like to sell away the non-specialized ones, but the specialized ones are pretty cool in general. So let's see, how much money would these bandits require from me? So the icon 1 is still 35 minutes busy mining. Let's leave it like that. Repair dock. There we go. So with a salvage ship, we would be able to just hop on into the pocket where we just fried those bandits and get even more money out of that now. Because we haven't looted all the modules that are inside the ship there so far. But, yeah. We need to loot that stuff together first. But I do like the scope of Avorion. You start out as a nobody, and in a few sessions, believe me, we're going to giggle about the problems we had here. So... So how much money would you guys require me to repair this thing? So reconstruction kits. So 29 grand. Well, I'm going to leave the stream for now because it's a pretty good point to leave it at, and we're going to see what we're doing next session. So thank you all a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you guys next time. If this has been a stream for you, not a stream, a video on demand for you, comments go down below. Leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and consider subscribing. Also, in the description box, there's the social media, Discord, we have talked about it, and also my Twitter if you want to prefer Twitter. I announce all the streams there, so hook on up there and you stay informed. And next thing I want to mention, you will see a Patreon link and a PayPal link down there, and I'd be deeply appreciating if you'd consider supporting my channel. I'll do free content for you folks all the time, and I can use all the helping hands that I can get. So thanks for watching the ad roll. See you guys next time, and we're going to see what we're up to next time. Bye-bye!